Let me know. All right, Jeskai Fires. I feel like it's good for me to play this deck because playing decks firsthand is different than playing against them. I've been pretty underwhelmed by this style of archetype in general. There's been a lot of different ways to build it. So this specific deck is built in terms to leverage Planeswalkers. So we've got Narset to provide some consistent card advantage. We also have Fae of Wishes here. One thing that I'm not 100% certain on is that this deck's using its entire sideboard for the Fae of Wishes package. So I feel like not having a sideboard is a pretty big disadvantage in best of 3. So I don't know exactly how I feel about that. It gives you more utility on this card, but like you lose percentage points in your post-board games because your deck's never getting better. Like if we play a matchup where like these cards don't have text, I can't replace them, right? Not I guess I can kind of replace them and just make this more narrow, I suppose, but it doesn't seem like a good scheme. At any rate, let's go ahead and dive into some matches and see how this one goes. See if it ends up impressing us or if it meets expectations in this kind of mid-lane. If you played against the blue-white glitters, I have no idea what that is, so I'm going to assume no. Usually I respond to deck submissions every day after I'm done streaming. If you didn't get a response, check your spam folder. Although it does look like I missed one. I think I missed one from yesterday. So the reason why you don't play more cantrips, Seth, is because once you have fires in play, your cantrips are very, very bad. Because you can only cast 2 spells per turn. Yeah, not only are the cantrips weaker in power level, but they also are bad once you get fires down. Hey, look, Robber of the Rich triggered twice, and it took 2 lands. What a great card. This is another card where I've been thoroughly underwhelmed by it in Standard. Just takes a lot of effort to set up, and then half the time when it finally works, it just hits lands and doesn't do anything. Robber of the Rich is mythically bad, but it's not even that good against control, though, Chumos. Because in order for it to be good against control, you have to play it against control. Like, half of the control deck is lands, and half of the other half is cards that aren't good for you. Yeah, like, a 2/2 haste for 2 is below rate for standard power level. That's just not a good card. You ready to see someone concede, chat? Hidden mode is best mode. The old 32-point swing. Remember that part where I said we don't really have a sideboard? Yeah. There's also no planar cleansing in this sideboard, which I think is a mistake. I think having the ability to occasionally clear the board and clear your own fires is important. Yeah, and that's the other thing, Flock. Like, the big takeaway to me when we've played against other fires decks is the games they win, they would have won without fires, and there's games that they lose because fires is there. I can't make green mana kicker. So the entire sideboard is there so we can get it with the Wish Fairy. The Narset did the, yeah, they did. They definitely conceded when we cast Narset. So I'm pretty sure she was the winner. I think I'm mulliganing this. I am not, unfortunately, I'm not tech support TX Bump, so those are all third-party extensions and none of them are stuff that I make. Those are also different extensions. So like, if you're seeing the things on the board, that extension is separate from the deck list extension. Again, if you type !deck in chat, you can get a link to the deck list to pull it up on a separate web page. That should definitely work. Huh? My hand's actually pretty good, so I think I'm gonna lead on this. Yeah, I think they kept 7, so their hand was probably kind of medium, huh? Hey, Jeff, I have a deck in the queue that hasn't been bumped. Would it be any trouble to swap it out for them? No, not at all. Yeah, if you ever have something that's waiting to be played and you come to the conclusion that it's just like, wasn't as good as you expected it to be, you're always welcome to swap it out. Just drop me a message from the email that you submitted it from. Yeah, it's just it just really feels like a win more card. Like, thinking about games like this one where, like, the question I want to ask myself isn't, is Fires good? Because it's gonna be fine. The question I want to ask myself is, would I have won this game without the fires? Like, was it necessary is the question I want to ask myself, not was it good? Yikes. Well, punish for binning the shock.
My strategy here.
All right, so I think I'm ditching. I'm gonna ditch a land, actually. Zero. Both modes. Okay, that dies to Ugin at least next turn. What do you sideboard? Cards, generally speaking, sideboard should contain cards that are good against decks that some of your main deck cards are bad against. So generally you want some extra cards for the control matchups, and you want some extra cards for the for decks that are aggressive. Disdainful Stroke is an excellent blue card right now.
and for the trials ahead.
Hey, Barry Grind, thanks for the Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. I appreciate you keeping me around. Yeah, not a big deal, kitten. I know especially early in standard cycles, people often submit things, and then as they wait for a little bit to get played, you discover they're not as good as you thought they were. Fires has been winning us this game. It's definitely generated some tempo. I don't know that we wouldn't have won this game without it, though. Now, Interplanar Beacon, that's definitely been winning us this game. Gaining life off this land's been A+ excellent.
I'm known for my excellent type.
Let's make some more room to fight in.
Hey, Eric, thanks for taking the time to do the survey when we did it. I appreciate the 3 months. Welcome back. Well, that was a misclick because the client lagged. So I had intended to loot there, but, you know, whatever.
I've got it.
Hey, Polar Bear, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Whoa, what's the mode? I want granted. Sarkhan is lethal. Yeah, he is. All right. Avengers, assemble! Do-do-do-do. I don't know if this deck is good, but that was sweet. I agree. I think we've peaked. That was some good clean living, okay? You know, if you don't appreciate that, I don't know who you are. This is probably bad against turn 1 Watery Grave. That deserves some bits. Thanks, Sufa. Can we call this deck Imagine Dragons? Oh no! I don't have that many thoughts. Don't erase them, opponent. How am I supposed to think things now? Just trying to think about interesting things. Yeah, but I could have also just shocked that turn. I could have shocked him that turn as well. I could have not discarded my shock, I mean. So, like, there's that as also. And this is definitely one of those matchups where it's like, well, I have a bunch of cards that are just really bad in this matchup, right? And I can't really sideboard them out. guess I get Sarkhan.
I have just the trick for this.
I've not really seen any reasonable Emery decks in Standard so far, no. Hey, Dude Light, thanks for the sub gift team. Hope you're having a good one today. Well, the good news is we're probably going to play this and pick it up and reuse it again, right? I mean, what would having Fires even do here, Vernash? Like, if I had a Fires in my sideboard, why would I want to get it there? I've not read Kibler's statement. I've been live for the last 4 hours. I'm going to be live for another 2 hours. 2 hours? 3 hours? 3 hours, it's 11 o'clock. Another 3 hours yet. To answer your question, I don't know. If you have 8 mana to pick up and play Fires, you probably don't need Fires, would be the answer, I would assume. The old 1-2 get screwed either way. Alright, well, you know. I wish upon a star. Do I just get this? I'm just gonna get this. I can't cast Command the Dreadhorde, chat. I don't have black mana. There's a non-zero chance that, like, this and plussing her just, like, ends the game.
If you haven't heard of me, then get ready to meet my flame.
Cat Tree Dream Car, thank you for the 8 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, I think we just love tap their Chandra here, right?
Way is getting sizzled. Hit utterly is the best way to destroy things.
Hoping to dodge a shock or a bone crusher or whatever here, or a murder.
Those who cannot listen to
Nickel Bolas. They have a lot of things that kill our Chandra, unfortunately. Ritualist is not among them. Feels dead, man.
you look flammable enough. Okay, jeez, enough. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Not having clean answers to Planeswalkers in our deck feels like it puts us at a pretty big disadvantage here against this other Fires deck. Alright, so I feel like, if possible, I want to board all those cards out. Is it crazy to just board in all the cards I can cast out of here? And then, like, only use the wish board for when I have Fires in play? I don't know, let's try that. I mean, 2 or 3 Prison Realm is better than Justice Strike in this specific matchup. But, like, if you look at my deck and you look at the curve and you consider the curve, I think you'll understand why the person who built this deck chose to play Justice Strike. So I get that it feels bad explicitly here, but there's a lot more to the format than just like this matchup that I'm currently playing. And like this is a very real cost that's associated with playing this Fae of Wishes card, is that like having a sideboard is valuable, and like not being able to play with the sideboard is a huge drawback. Well, remember that time I
know my responsibility. I've got time.
all right, Sarkhan might do stuff. How do I feel about the draw 2 decks? You mean like the alliance decks? We played a variety of them, and it feels like there's maybe something reasonable there, but there's a lot of different ways you can build it. I definitely don't think we found an ideal configuration yet. Yeah, I mean, sideboarding's great. I mean, having access to a giant wishboard in best of 1 where you're not punished for it is great. But this is not that, right? Oh my god. All right, I'm done. We're super dead anyways. Doesn't matter. We're super dead anyways. They're duressing our thing and we're dead to this Legion War boss. No, don't have a sideboard for a matchup like that. Basically, if our Justice Strikes and our Deafening Clarions don't have techs, we're a huge dog. Nope, definitely missed it, Sunshine. Thanks for trying out the Grixis Steel deck. It was fun to see. Unlimited though changes your session. Would you recommend keeping Fabled Passage? Yeah, I would actually, Sunshine. In fact, I'm going to take your donation and we'll add the red-black variation back into the queue with it. I appreciate that. Sure. In for land number 4. Well, so Teferi's gonna eat it to the cat, but I think tempoing the priest a little bit here is good. Although I guess if I would have played Narset, she impulses towards a Clarion, which gives us a better chance to sweep them next turn. Could go either way on that. If they don't have a land, bouncing the priest is really good. Alright, so I think it's just this. Hey, Jaeger, thanks for the 5 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So she, even if she takes 1, she still impulses again next turn, which is nice. Hey, WFave, thanks for re-upping that Prime support for the 2nd month. Hope you're having an excellent Wednesday wherever you're at in the world. Is Bone Crusher ready? He is, in fact. I'm a fan of how you keep your stream fun for you too, not just what the viewers want. Yeah, I mean, like, the viewers want good content, right? And, like, when someone's sitting there miserable playing a matchup where they're behind in and, like, there's just nothing they can do, that's just not fun, right? That's why I do my best to play games that I enjoy. I think I'm just doing this again If I hit a shock, we can kill the priest.
Past, present, and I know just the trick for this.
Alright, found a toy for next turn. Sign me up. Oh no, chat, we're cooked.
You are a mighty warrior.
Thanks, Fev. Yeah. Yeah, what we do on this channel, I often describe as competitive casual, where like we're playing neat things, but we're trying to play good Magic while we play the neat things, right? So like we're not just like slamming Golos and whatever deck is the best deck in the format, but we're also like not playing bad Magic or attempting to not play bad Magic. Sometimes not playing bad Magic's not an option. We're attempting to play well while we do it. What do I want to do here? So if I play this and bounce, it could just be Royal. The problem with playing Royals is that my hand is kind of good, right? I don't want to bounce the food because they'll sack it in response. I think I'm just going to bounce the Dreadhorde Invasion.
I am not going to sit this one out.
I mean, I definitely don't think it's unfair to say I'm above average at Magic. So, like, even though we play a lot of games with our arms tied behind our back around here, like, I play well enough to hit Mythic. Droth, thank you for the 2 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I mean, it'd honestly be pretty embarrassing if I played the volume of Magic that I do and I wasn't above average, right?
You guys are great.
Like, shoot, we do this 60 hours a week a lot of the time. We better be more than just okay at it.
According to plan.
Alright, so I think the plan here is just Sarkhan, hope they can't kill the dragon. Because Sarkhan's trigger with a dragon in play holds their board down pretty well, right? Hey, Ink Versus, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Axiom, thank you for the 14 months of support. Oh, no. Oh, no. I loved you, dragon. Why would you betray me like this, dragon? Oh. Oh.
Come on, I will. Listen to them roar.
At least sideboarding with this deck is easy. No problemo. Keep watching your stuff on YouTube. I thought everybody as well. Subscribe. I'm glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff. That's a good note to new viewers, by the way. If you're enjoying my content, you're someone who's new to the channel, be sure to check out my website and my YouTube channel. Basically, everything that I stream gets cut up deck by deck and uploaded to both of those places. Very well organized and easy to find the content that you care about. You play a lot of different decks here, so there's a lot of things to explore. There's also a hand-selected list of standard decks on my website, so if you're looking for something that's competitive but not quite Golos field, there's a lot of interesting things up there that they can hold their own. Have we cast Fires? Yeah, we cast Fires in the one match that we won against Mono Red. It was announced that Portillo's is coming to Orlando, and it's legitimately the best news I heard this week. That's excellent. Yeah, we played Blue-Red Tempo this morning. Moto is still a laggy mess since the last update, but it did at least launch this morning for me. We played Grixis Alliance, and then a Grixis Oven deck that was really good. And now we're playing some Jeskai Fires. What is my favorite standard card? I do altar and border extension. I would like to send you one. I think probably Stormfist Crusader or the Royal Alliance Planeswalkers. I think those are, I really like those two from the new set. They're pretty good. Yeah, let's keep it. It's got fires. It's got fires. Got a pseudo removal spell. It's a little awkward that this doesn't kill priests though. What you say is your best / favorite Grixis list? Definitely the Grixis Alliance deck that's on my website. As far as land draws go, that one was pretty good. So, Blue Moon, traditionally speaking, refers to a control deck in the modern format that leverages the card Blood Moon. This YouTube lets you know how many hours of video I have on my channel. I don't know if that's a metric I have easy access to. It tells me how many hours are watched every month. And like, just to talk about this game here for a second, I would like to point out that Narset saw fires twice there, and both times it was just right to take a spell that actually did something, as opposed to taking fires. I think is super relevant to point out. I can't cast Sarkhan? Yeah, I got a Beacon over here. Beacon's great. Fires is still your favorite card. See, yeah, I just, like, I think the decks that this card is being put in, like, there's probably a decent Jeskai Planeswalkers deck in this format. It just doesn't, I don't feel like having fires in the deck really, like, solves a problem. It feels like we did this because we could, not because we thought about and figured out we should. All right. Yeah, I think in a lot of instances it's win more. It solves the problem of my deck not being sweet enough. Yep. Fires of Invention won that game. The opponent took it over Narset. That's a pretty good observation. Yeah, that's a very key observation. Fires essentially needs to be able to double your mana every turn to be worth it. And the problem is that in order for fires to be able to double your mana, your deck has to be super clunky when you don't have fires, right? Untapped land. Come on. Come on. That's my secret. I always have fires. Fair. I agree with that, Perry. The Cavalier build has been a little underwhelming when we've played against it, but I do think it leverages the card fires better than this build does. I do agree with that assessment. I'm still not sure it's great in general, but I think it's better than what we have going on here. Clarion, my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are gone. I do really like Dreadhorde Invasion in the opponent's shell. Like, the fact that you have the food and the familiar to offset the life total that you lose is really sweet. Well, we've been land screwed here, but the opponent's also flooded, so we got that going for us. Yep.
Put a bunch of new burn spells in the wide. Go get 'em, buddies.
Can we have a land, please? Okay. I think I Narset. It gains me to 9. This might be great. It might be right to just kill this.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost. Keep an open mind.
Yeah, I kept the hand we kept because of fires in it, for sure. Like, without fires, the hand we kept wasn't keepable. Because it just didn't have the colors.
Yeah, I like to think on my feet.
Okie doke. Yep. Could get super punished here.
I shall miss your company.
Oh wait, I can Fae of Wishes to take care of this, huh? Although, I could just double Planeswalker. Is it crazy to just double Planeswalker here? Maybe I start with this. Like, I'm gaining 4 now with these beacons.
Focused and disciplined. Hone your prowess.
Okay. Do I play Kasmina this turn now? I think I do, because the next turn I can Sarkhan plus and kill the Chandra.
War is coming. I will not be. My students are loyal and
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Fires is gonna win. Is looking like it's gonna win this game where my opponent flooded out, right? Ooh. Ooh, that's scary. Oh no. Are we dead? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe we're currently taking 11. Yeah, I counted that, chat. I counted that. Was that 11? I was at 13, right? I was at 13, right? I started that turn at 13. Anybody else want to tell me I can't count? Anybody else care to tell me I can't count? Thank you.
I have just the trick for this. My students are loyal geniuses.
God, can we pour one out for these beacons, by the way? Good lord. They have picked this game up and they have carried it on their back across the finish line. Am I killing Chandra here? I think I'm killing Chandra here, right? I could also Chandra their Chandra and make a dragon.
The immolation sensation.
So what do I want to do here? I could plus the conservative play, I think, is plus this and then use this to kill the Mayhem Devil. Yeah, I think that's the line.
Utterly is the best way to destroy things.
Might demands power.
War is nearer than I thought.
So they get to kill one of my planeswalkers by sacking this food. They can actually sack a creature here too. Okay, so they messed up. So I'm going to start by doing this. I guess they could still respond to this, right? They could theoretically respond to that. So now, even if they sack this to deal a damage, these are still 4/4s the way Magic works. So they're not dead because they can gain 3.
With my sister by my side, I do not fear the unknown.
They're not dead because they can gain 3, right? So this is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I can do 21 with the Chandra plus. They are definitely dead adjacent. I think I want to loot here to try and find an answer to the zombie army.
Let us plan for the trials ahead.
Oh, I missed the Dreadhorde point. Oh, gosh, that's huge. I missed the Dreadhorde point. Man, I feel bad. Oh, they can make another food. Yeah, they could totally make another food. All right, I'm good. My line's good. My line is good. The Chandra emblem would do 21. Yes, Chandra -3 plus shock kills this, which is great.
Everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
So this should be a good game, Shock. I'm a newer fan, but can someone explain why Butt Jeff has Jeff's name spelled wrong? It's to make fun of people who interject with Butt Jeff. I want to be in on the joke. All right, scoreboard up to 2-1. Fires was genuinely impressive that game, right? Fires was good there. Fair's fair. Fires was good that game. Beacon was better. Beacon had a strong back that game for sure. Picked it up and carried us kicking and screaming across the finish line. So, she's not a planeswalker anymore. She's a creature with loyalty abilities. The rules surrounding Sarkhan's Plus are a little funky. Let's just kill this with fire now. Get it out of here. To know is to triumph. Heard that my city is demanding Trump pay his rally bills up front. Feels good, man. That's great. Any city with a brain is going to do that because the Trump campaign, since it's being run by criminals, likes to cheat people as much as possible. And they still owe cities money from the 2016. They still owe El Paso money, among other places, right? Yeah, 15% of El Paso's debt is money Trump owes them. Yep. Never forget, chat, if you can't tell Trump's a con man, you're the mark. That's key. The mark doesn't know. To fact or to fiction, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Thanks for keeping me employed this month with that. I think we're bouncing Stormfist Crusader here. We'll go Fires, Teferi, tempo them a little bit. Did you hear about people downloading Nickelback getting a massive spike since Trump posted that? God bless.
Trust me, I have a plan.
My answers lie in the cold truth.
My answers lie in the cold truth. I mean, you should consider this an opportunity, Nemesis, to like give you a very clear message of people who are unreasonable in your life and you can remove. Yeah, I gotta look at the upside in situations like this.
Only time will tell.
Hopefully, Narset impulses into a, we get a lot of looks at a Deafening Clarion, right? I get a draw step, a scry, 4 looks with Narset, and then a Royal Scion. Run, Will! Run, Forrest, run! How many monitors do I use this stream? I usually have 4, but my brother-in-law's been visiting, and he brought his computer with him, so I'm letting him borrow my 4th screen. So I'm only using 3 monitors right now, like some kind of peasant.
I know 88 women would meditate and prepare.
I think I'd actually rather Kasmina here. I guess she's a sweeper next turn, but this propels me into more gas, and it blocks for my Narset this turn.
Join my order. Unity every day is a new lesson.
Yeah. Angry middle-aged men who thinks immigrants are the reason they can't make more money at their job is like peak Trump space. Woof. All right, Fae of Wishes. What does that do? There's a casualty in my sideboard, right? And they've been missing land drops too. I think I'm in for Sarkhan. I think I'm in for a beacon, actually. Destroy an artifact, destroy a creature, destroy a land. Oh, look at that. It auto-picked that one. That's nice. Maybe I'm supposed to kill their red source so they can't Embercleave me again? That's probably the case. I could have destroyed Fires too and played Sarkhan. Huh, that's a good observation. Yeah, I should have done that. That's a good recommendation. Let's lead on Narset here, just in case you find something better then. Better than Sarkhan to do for the turn.
Train every day. No one is more prepared.
Welcome back, Astox. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. I think I keep this to gain a bunch of life with next turn. So I can do,
We begin. Magnificent.
So next turn we can do Clarion's Hidden Mode to gain infinite life. Not that we're probably not winning this game anyways, but gaining a bunch of life locks it up for sure. The Grixis, the Steelio Grixis deck was actually great. I'm not sure that it needed to be Grixis, but the core idea of, like, stealing stuff and oven cards was quite excellent.
They are coming.
Don't know about you, but I'm feeling a 32-point life swing. Do-do-do-hoo. They did know the sweeper was coming. I mean, they didn't really have a choice there, right? They did, like, all their decisions sucked. So, like, critiquing them for, like, playing into the heads-up information I think is silly because, like, they didn't have a line to win the game. Soren is subbed. Everybody in chat subbed. Is water wet? I'm not getting into that. People that want to bicker about is water wet need to find a hobby. Magic's great. Have you tried that? Is Magic the Gathering actual Magic? As disappointed relatives will tell you, the answer is no. I think I keep this hand just like, it has all my colors and a turn 2 1/4 is like pretty good in the matchup like this. Looking forward to historic content. Me too, Wing Nazgul. Thanks for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. No turn 2 play. Feels good, man. So, I'm gonna block here. Because if they want to spend their turn pumping their knight, and then I untap and Teferi bounce their knight, that seems like good tempo for me, right? I'm looking forward to historic content on MTGO because 1, it's more historic, and 2, it will be less laggy of software by that time. I don't think that's true, Geodude. In fact, the last Magic Online update last week, there's literally 5 to 15 seconds every time my opponent takes a game action now. In fact, it's been so bad, I'm not sure I'm gonna keep taking Magic Online deck lists if it doesn't improve. Like, Modern's always been kind of medium, and Magic Online has always kind of sucked. But like, every game action, like lagging unbearably has made it really bad. Yeah, honestly, I think MTGO was like jealous of the new baby in the house and was like, listen, I'm the laggiest piece of Magic software there is, Jeff. I'm the laggiest piece of Magic software there is, Jeff.
Sorry I'm late.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Geodude, MTGA is laggy everywhere. It's nothing specific to you.
I'll protect you.
Technical debt is a real term. Nice, Golmio. Yeah, Mythgard's great. Once I get the deck queue back under control a little bit, we're gonna do some more Mythgard on stream at some point. I'm waiting for Arena to pull an EVE on live and push a patch that deletes everyone's boot.ini files. That's some good stuff right there. So, because the Legion deals damage to itself while it has Death Touch, it does kill itself here. So that's nice. Hey, look, it's that spell I wanted for Christmas.
Feel the heat of my flames. Your end has arrived.
Your end has arrived.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, Sarkhan's been really impressive. That's part of the reason why the Teamer Oko deck feels good too, right? You just like Sarkhan's a good card in it. Wait. Did they... That had to have been a misclick, right? I just have another one? Okay, weird. It's weird that they didn't kill the dragon and then attack Sarkhan. Seems loose.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
We're eventually dumping Arena for MTG Coliseum. We'll just jump ship every so many years when we accrue too much technical debt. That rings far too true. Yeah, I feel like my opponents made some questionable decisions this game. Like the Ember Cleave timing here, not killing the dragon and killing my Planeswalker.
That's more like it.
Oh, the timing on Ember Cleave is because of Teferi. Yeah, that makes sense. I've played Magic before. Not killing the dragon's still weird though. You're right though, they had to Ember Cleave then. Yeah. There's just been so little of this card recently. I forgot that that's what he does to people. I've been having a hard time handling Planeswalker heavy decks with lots of blockers. If you considered Domri's Ambush to help push back, but I mean, it depends on the deck, Geo, dude. If you're playing a green-red deck, you probably want to be playing Domri's Ambush, yeah?
Truth lies beyond.
Well, I'm confused how you expect to...
Let's try this.
I'm confused how you expect to play Domri's Ambush in a Bant deck. Oh, you're talking about in the Oko deck? Nah, just draw your Questing Beast. Win the die roll and attack them. I would recommend winning the die roll and attacking. Would be my recommendation. Okay. We have lethal now, right? Because they're currently playing Hearthstone, so even if they draw a spell that interacts, they can't. Which is, it's a good thing we have lethal, because we don't really have any resources left over here. Alright. How we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic full-time here on Twitch. I'm here 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. I'm usually here about 7 a.m. till about 2:30 p.m. Cornfield time, Monday through Friday. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my wonderful subscribers. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I also like to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. The Vitamin String Quartet creates unique instrumental string arrangements, everything from Zelda to Zeppelin, and they would love to underscore your next gaming session. You can find them streaming now on services such as Spotify and Apple Music. BCW Supplies are the only ones I trust to protect my paper trading cards. Using code HOAGLANDIA at bcwsupplies.com. You can save 10% on sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic accessories there with them. Blizzard. The way Blizzard is going, they won't be playing Hearthstone much longer. They'll just be playing Sorcery Speed Magic again. That's true. Cardsphere.com is a peer-to-peer trading network that would love to help you turn your paper cards into other cards directed to other players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. Zara, thanks for the 2 months. Suggestions for travel on my trip to the East Coast. I haven't spent a lot of time on the East Coast. I am dead smack dab in the middle of Cornfield Land. And of course, the Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series, a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to the Midwest to play in one of their standard, modern, or legacy tournaments, be sure to check out their streaming coverage as well at twitch.tv/NRG series.
Don't make your life garbage time. Join us in Hoaglandia today by subscribing to Jeff Hoagland with Twitch Prime today.
I don't know what card market is, so I'm going to go with no. We are 3-1 now with the Jeskai Fires deck, scraping on through. Midwest is cornfields and that's it. Yep, just about cornfields and other stuff. Sure. We have soybeans too. That's true. You gotta rotate the corn with the soybeans. Hey, good to have you here, Marcel. All right, we beat the oven deck earlier. Yep. There's only allowed to be one yellow land. They do, at a glance, they definitely do look very similar. Again, can see that. Chandra is definitely better than Ugin against a deck that's low to the ground. Ugin notably only can't destroy colorless permanents, so would not be able to blow up the Witch's Oven, even if we took him. Wow, whips and chains, eh? Whips and chains. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I brought my backup, Narset. Always bring a backup Narset, chat.
Keep an open mind.
Pack extra. She'll come in handy. Yep.
Chandra, you need more control. Oh,
They're so cute. Yep. Do I just Fae of Wishes for Devouring Light here and exile their Chandra? I feel like I do. Because, like, if I play another Planeswalker, they can just kill her again. Yeah. I think that's my plan. Or Devout Decree. I said Devouring Light. Devout Decree is the card that I meant. Yeah, I could try and save up to casualties. Oh, they forgot to make a food with their oven last turn.
I am not happy right now.
Look at that. It drew a card too, basically. Ain't nobody need to back up fires. Alright, just checking. They forgot to make food again? Why is that card in your deck, opponent? AMCM, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Opponents on a diet. I mean, they could still make the food, they just don't have to eat it themselves, right? It's okay. It's okay to be on a diet and still make food. Hey, serial number. Thank you for the brand new Prime. Welcome to Hoaglandia.
I have just the trick for this.
I think what you did there, Tori, is pretty elitist. This idea that there's some mythical place where perfect magic exists is very egotistical and just completely untrue. People make mistakes while playing Magic at every level in every place you can find. Listen, doesn't matter if you're playing on the Mythic ladder, if you're playing in a constructed event, there's still plenty of people making lots of mistakes. Magic's got a lot going on.
Utterly is the best way to destroy things.
I'm not making any food I don't get to eat. The one hidden upside to this Invisalign thing is it's forced me to stop snacking all of the time. So maybe I will actually not be a giant American by the time I'm done with these.
Here we go.
Join my order. Unity is we are the future.
Let us fight. Behold.
Chandra got so edgelordy after growing up. Yeah, basically. I think this is our first time playing with fires, or second time. Yeah, I kept putting it off, Bob. And finally just had enough extra money saved up that I pulled the trigger on it. Make sure. Having straight teeth makes your gums healthier. That's good preventative care. What is Invisalign? There are plastic things over my teeth currently that are helping to mold them into less messed up formations. Yeah, they're like plastic braces basically. And every 2 weeks you change what mold you're on as it slowly moves your teeth.
Focus on what matters.
Yeah, you have to take them out when you eat, and you can only drink water while you're wearing them. I think I'm playing Fae of Wishes here. So I can pick it back up and then use it next turn. How long is my Invisalign plan? The thing says 29 trays, and I believe it's a tray every 2 weeks, so a little over a year. Yeah, I should only drink water anyways. You're not wrong. Eldraine's been good. Standard rotation at standard is like Christmas. A lot of fun stuff to do. Ballpark wise, what did it cost? My insurance covered $1,500, which left me paying $3,500 out of pocket. So shout out to Twitch chat for paying to fix my jacked up teeth. Narcom Boy, thank you for the half a year of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, correct, kid. All right. Oh, there's a Sarkhan in my board, right? Did I already get the Sarkhan from my board? I don't think I did. Surprise! Avengers, assemble!
Might demands power.
Hey, the gang's all here. So if we spend enough money, can we make your teeth sharpened or something? That would be cool. No, hard pass on sharpening my teeth for money. Karanam, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Yeah, the Sarkhan out of the board's been good. Had to ask my partner to close the bedroom door because they wanted to lie down and the talkie box man is loud. Do you see an orthodontist for the Invisalign? Just a dentist. Is there a there's probably a technical difference between those two. But no, just my normal dentist that I see set me up. Follow up from the last message, since Bezo Bucks brought me this one. Is there a reference you can recommend for must-craft cards from the new set? Not offhand. If you do a little bit of poking around, you'll see a lot of overlap. Oko, Rankle, Questing Beast, Fabled Passage, Murderous Rider, Bone Crusher Giant. There's a lot of good mythics and rares in this set. Zombies ahoy! Thanks for the Prime support. Invisalign reference code went. Oh, believe me, if this actually works out and my teeth end up looking nice, we're gonna ping them about a sponsorship. But I wanna make sure it actually works first and doesn't suck. Wow, double main deck duress. Who hurt you, opponent? What was their name? I'll beat them up for you. This is a sideboard game. Oh, it is a sideboard game. Listen, chat. Listen, they played Basic Swamp, and I completely forgot what we were doing. We were talking about teeth. I didn't, see, because I don't have to sideboard, it's very easy to forget. Yeah, you don't sideboard, so it's easy to forget like what you're doing, right? I hurt them. That's true. That is true. I in fact was the one who hurt them. Yeah.
Use some training. Hone your prowess.
Woo! Woo-hoo! Oh, buddy, old pal. They do get to draw 2 cards and get a spirit here, so it's not too bad for them. But taking Midnight Reaper off the board ASAP is important. We're gonna max out our deductible next year with childbirth. Yep. HSAs are great if your company offers one of those. Your insurance plan offers one of those. Like, what am I even getting here? Is it crazy to just, like, get a backup Chandra? I think I'm just getting a backup Chandra. Cause, like, I'm just gonna, like, Chandra them the next 2 turns. I couldn't cast Clarion without fetching Hickahuck. I had Island Sacred Foundry Beacon. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have, like, Murder, She Wrote in their hand. So definitely just plussing here. Just, like, put them on a clock.
I'm burning up here. Fizzled out.
Wow, they have Rider and Bedevil. They really hate Planeswalkers. What kind of person actually pays for MTG coaching? I'd imagine someone that wants to get better at Magic and isn't afraid to invest some dollar dues. Just gonna run it back here again, just like get the second one on him. Yeah, people pay for coaching in basically every competitive game.
Is getting sizzled.
That's true. That's true. In a way, everybody who's subscribed here pays for some level of MTG coaching. So, think we're looking for a Clarion.
Those who cannot perceive beyond keep an open mind.
Got some choices there. I'm already the best Magic player in existence, yeah? You need no coaching? I am the very best. Like no one ever was. Do 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 do. Only Ruby subscribing with Twitch Prime. Do 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 do. Welcome to Hoaglandia. It fell off there at the end. We're doing so well. Doing so well. It just fell off, pitched off a cliff.
Too bad.
It's not a good scene. Are you about to get duressed? That's rude. So next turn, we'll probably Fae of Wishes for Devour. And go ahead and get rid of Chandra here.
Contain your rage.
Ooh, they're remembering to make food. I gotta imagine the song list has Pokemon on it at this point. We need a karaoke stream. I don't want to do a karaoke stream because I don't want my channel to get copy struck because I'm so pitch perfect that the Twitch won't be able to detect that it's me singing and not just like actual music being produced. It's tough. It's tough to for them to distinguish. Did we really just rampage my Narset on one? Alright, deal. How about another one?
I know 88 ways to meditate and prepare.
Alright, Eugene, get in my hand. Just bounce their oven and draw a card. You don't want to bounce the food because if they sack the food in response to you bouncing it, you don't get to draw a card. I'm gonna hold on to the lands, that way we can loot it away later, potentially. Oh, Chandra emblem, just slowly bringing the hammer down. Wow. Way to use my Fae of Wishes against me. No, you literally just don't sideboard with this deck. This deck's felt okay. One of the mistakes is definitely the wish board is too big. Oh, I was like, why did that make 2 food? Because the toughness was 4 or greater. That's hilarious. Yeah, got really punished for playing the Fae of Wishes out there, he says, before he plays out another Fae of Wishes. Maybe I'm supposed to wait to play this out until I can also bounce it in the same turn with these. I could see that. If they have another claim here, I'm pretty sad. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I think the wish package should be like 6 or 7 cards at most, probably. I don't know. We're still like light years ahead here, right? Like, they're swimming upstream against double Chandra emblem, and I have an Ugin going, so. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna. Nah, it's fine. They can trade. Yeah, feels like garbage time. They could draw all spells and we could draw all lands, and like maybe they could win. Nah, I'm gonna save the shock for like a card that actually matters, I think. I don't know what that is. Like, it doubles up with an attack to kill a Chandra. Alright, well, their turn to flood a little bit. We had a couple of games that Fires won that we definitely wouldn't have won otherwise, but... Do I shock this and play a Sarkhan? I don't think I do. I think that's pretty bad in the face of a claim. Like, I'm winning pretty hard as is, so I think we just keep making 2/2s and beating them down. I think there's any reason to be super aggressive here, and we don't have to be. That was not wise. I am very angry. My name is Ugin.
Secrets manifest before you.
Now, Fae of Wishes. I think I want my Fae of Wishes. Because, like, Fae of Wishes is like multiple spells, right? Because I have bad cards to, like, discard 2 to pick it back up with later. This card's like a playable version of, what was that crappy card last season? Masterminds, whatever. I think this card's best of 3 playable. It just shouldn't be all 15 of your board slots. The fact that you can, like, play this card and bin lands in the late game is, like, huge. Take her on 5 slots. Yeah, somewhere between, like, 5 to 7 at most. All right, let's play the last one. We're 4-1. This one can run a little long. Deck's been reasonable. Outside of the Fae of Wishes taking up too many board slots, I've liked what this deck is doing. Yeah, the Alley won a tournament with the card is not a good metric because Alley's a very good Magic player. He's allowed to tie one hand behind his back while he wins the tournament. Salish, thank you for the 3 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Is this deck able to beat Golos? I have no idea. I imagine Sweepers plus Sarkhan potentially being a very fast clock gives it a real chance, but we haven't played the matchup yet. Who do I think is the best Magic player right now? I don't think there is anything constructive or positive that comes from me answering that question, so I'm gonna decline. Jesse McDonald, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month and keeping me employed.
Stand by and here goes nothing.
The answer is definitely not me.
Let's slow this down. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Tidwell, thanks for the 11 months of support. I appreciate that.
Might be a bad
Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Good thing you stopped. I was about to go to Twitter and tag the 26 people you didn't mention, right? I understand how this works. Hey, Ago. Thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. So, I think I'm actually going to bounce their Goose this turn. And the reason why I'm bouncing it at this point is because next turn the Goose would give them a 5th mana. So by bouncing the Goose, I'm delaying a Nissa for a turn. So I'd prefer to not get Nissa just yet. Yeah, someone was asking, how does this deck do against Golos? A better question is probably, how does this deck do against Questing Beast? Because that card has to rail us, right?
Trust me, I have a plan.
Finally stop being lazy and linked my Prime to Twitch. Thanks for relentlessly streaming this good game. Thanks for taking the time to link that up. I appreciate it. Twitch Prime pays my mortgage these days. Or maybe should I say Twitch Prime pays to fix my teeth? That's probably true too. At any rate, thanks for keeping me around. Why not? Why not both? Yeah, it's probably a good answer. All right. So I don't just want to make a, I don't want to make a thing because if I make a thing, he just bounces it.
We will meet again.
Overwhelming.
Let's try this.
Yeah, but this deck's a little bit more Planeswalker based. Yeah, their Teferi didn't draw anything there. Look at our sideboard. All right, stop looking at our sideboard. Everybody having a great Wednesday? Howdy, howdy. So, if you're someone who struggles with sideboarding correctly, boy, do I have the deck for you. Yeah, as constructed, this deck effectively does not have a sideboard, and I think that's the biggest mistake with this deck. Like, the core concept, what we're doing here is felt very reasonable, but dedicating a full 15 slots to the Wish package when, like, in any given set of matches, we probably only need, like, 3 to 5 cards, I think is a mistake. Yeah, the person who submitted this probably was playing it in best of one. At what point, when does the point stuff with subchat access non-subs become available? I have no idea, Lilzy. I have applied to get channel points as soon as they're available, but I don't have any control over when they get added here. Rafter, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, we get to cook the goose on one, so that's nice. I'm pretty sure I just want to cook this. I have the Clarion that could clean it away later, but slowing them down when they're on a mulligan feels good. And Broco. Yeah, I think one of the cards we would include in our sideboard when we have actual slots is probably Prison Realm for 4 matchups like this. Mulliganing is good. You don't have to keep those bad hands. Send Oko to the Shadow Realm. I mean, all right, if you insist. I don't know why we want to visit the Shadow Realm though. It's pretty hard to play in the Shadow Realm. I feel like this was the land. Was this the land? I think this was a land. All right, I'm gonna go back to not the Shadow Realm. All right. Whew. Sorry if we scared anyone there. What did I just do? I set the graphics to ultra. Oh. What are your thoughts on players taking forever to make decisions in live events? Slow play is a very rampant issue in Magic in general, and it's perpetuated by the fact that you frequently hear coverage described players who are playing slowly as deliberate and not, hey, they need to stop playing slowly. That's my favorite release ready thing I've ever seen. Oh. NVIDIA Shadow Play. Many of these issues are stock Unity issues. Yeah, I'd believe that, Bob. I'd believe that. Yeah, get a little elk on elk violence here. Hoping to draw land to jam Ugin down their throat here. Be constructive and specific, chat. When you wish for a land to cast your Ugin, be constructive and specific.
Hone your prowess.
Am I even supposed to take the fires there? I'm not sure that I am.
You're a tricksy one.
Yeah, it might have been right to grab Kasmina, honestly. Although with Fae of Wishes, I get to end their entire career with Casualty of Wars next turn, so like, that's kind of appealing.
Let's broaden your existence.
Come on. Only.
Such violence is upsetting.
I'm gonna lead on Ugin here, I think. Although maybe this is wrong. If they have like Brazen Borrower here, they end step bounce my token and then attack the Ugin for lethal. This might be incorrect. How is they can kill it with Bronzodon. I think that's fine. If they kill fires with Bronzodon, like the rest of my hand's reasonable. If you're playing another deck, I have 1,000 bits for you to play the first match in Ultra. I don't know if I want to do that today. That could be a fun challenge though. Maybe I do want to do that today. This is pretty good here. The clock, that's true. That's true. It'd probably time out. Well, I can't Casualties of War anymore. Ultra looks fine on your PC. I'd believe that. To be fair to Magic Arena, I would not be surprised if the Shadow Realm is a wine bug. Or if it's just a Unity bug that triggers under my hardware configuration, that's a possibility too.
Your end has arrived.
1,000-year adventure.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Yeah, sure, Scholar. 10 out of 10. Sure. Can we put some, what's his name? I'm allowed to tweak the details though, right? I'm gonna tweak some of the details, but that deck we can definitely do next. Wish you called it the Upside Down. Can we put a Shadow Realm game in the deck queue? Maybe. Like, there should definitely be Once Upon a Time in that deck. Because once Upon a Time with Thousand Year Storm sounds absurd. We need a Shadow Realm game with a mono black deck. Erasamoose, thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, I think our hand's gonna be too slow, chat. Well, I was hoping to draw some spells with this hand. Was my dirty little secret. We did draw a spell. We did in fact draw a spell. Scholar, cutting on in with the big bucks. Thank you for the absurd support as always. If you could sing some Vanessa Carlton while playing this, that would be great. I feel like I know what song you're talking about, but I can't get a tune in my head offhand. Can someone link me? Oh, is it that one? I know that one. I knew it somewhere, right? We have one time wipe in our deck. That's not the time wipe, chat. Yeah, Fae would have done it. I don't know if there's a sweeper in my board. May you be having a better week than I'm having. My week's going okay, Haskell. I hope yours takes an upswing at the end. Thank you for the tier 2 resub. I appreciate that. Yeah, overall, this was less bad than I was expecting. I think my biggest complaint is the fact that the sideboard has too many bad slots in it. So, like, things I would cut from the sideboard off the cuff. Sky Tether, Hope, Pulse, Tameo, probably the second Chandra. At the very least, I think I would cut down to probably this. I think like more than 6 cards in the Wish package is probably unreasonable. I would probably leave the Sarkhan in it though, because there are multiple points where like having 7 Sarkhans to close the game out was very, very good. So there was a sweeper in here. I forgot about it. So probably start somewhere around here. Maybe even get rid of this. Yeah, Planner Cleansing could be useful too. I think that card's really good. But something like this, and then getting a real sideboard with like Disdainful Strokes and other stuff like that, like Prison Realms, good cards that we can play, would be what I would do with this. All right, so we're gonna play. We had a Cut the Line by Scholar for a 1000 Year Storm adventure deck. So we're going to take a quick ad break while I get things imported for that and get things changed over to the next deck. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. We're about to go on an adventure. All right, let's import this this disaster and see what we want to do with it. Want to go on an adventure to the Shadow Realms? No, stop it. Get some help. Here's $1 to go as Yugi for Halloween. If that's not an option, a team or deck of your choice. I'm not selling Halloween rights. We're not doing it. That gets very dangerous very quickly. I think not playing 4 Beanstalk Giants probably a mistake. Did I miss planes? Oh, I don't need planes, huh? This deck's only 4 colors. Yeah, that's the other question. Do I want an Innkeeper in this deck? Is another real question. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this filters for red, so that's probably fine. This is also a ramp spell. You steal this pile of dirtle from Allie, or is this a Hoogland? This was one of our Hooglandians here submitted this. Civilized scholar. I probably want Innkeeper, right? How do we win? All right, what's in the sideboard for winning with? How do we actually kill them? How do we actually kill them? Oh, I actually like that thought. Scholar, are you married to having black? Can I just make this teamer? Because the what's it called? Crusher is actually a way to kill them, right? This actually kills them? I think I like that idea. Okay, perfect. So normally I don't do deck building on stream, but this idea seems really neat, so I'd like to... Actually seems kind of sweet. So let's put some thought into it and try and make the best version of our meme. This is a neat idea. I agree. Yeah, I'm cutting the extra cards here for now. Do I need opt? I feel like I don't need opt, right? Like I have Fae of Wishes for 7 of these, and I can once into Fae of Wishes. So that seems fine. How many lands am I at? 19. Let's figure out the mana base really quick. I probably don't even need Fabled Passage. I think I'm gonna cut these because I have Beanstalk Giant, and like I have plenty of other fixings. So I'm just gonna play some temples, I think. Opt as a storm builder. Yeah, I've got a lot of other storm builders though, right? We got these are both 1 mana. This is 2 mana. That's 21 land. This is 8 and 13. So I probably want some more green sources. $16 green, and this is 11 reds, probably fine with Once and Rose Acolyte and Beanstalk Giant. Oh, Merchant. Merchant's a good one. No, we didn't play Jund. We had someone cut the line. Merchant sounds good. All right, so this is 63 cards. We're probably not going to make it to Jund today. That'll stay in the queue for tomorrow. A single shock in the board to wish for you. That's a good idea. That way the wish can be lethal. I think that's a good suggestion. Cut the storms? Yeah, pass. What do I want to trim here? It might just be Fae of Wishes. This might be too many. Although I guess I'm ramping pretty hard, so having lots of access to this seems good. Is Lucky Clover actually that good here? Because, like, I have Thousand Year Storm to, like, ramp up and copy, right? Is it crazy to not play 4 Lucky Clover? It doesn't double your storm count. It copies it. It doesn't recast it. I mean, we have Rosethorn Acolyte and Beanstalk Giant for ramp. I need to cut cards though, chat. So like, if this is the weak link, I think that's the weak link. Acolytes only ramp. No, chat, this is a 3 mana card. It's a 3 mana card, chat. It's a 3 mana, tap it, make a mana. He's a dork. Yeah, I was gonna play 1 Lucky Clover. Let's do that. Yeah, I like Beanstalk Giant because he's a payoff in addition to being a ramp spell. Alright. Yeah, that sounds sweet. Let's do it. Wow. There's no foil Thousand Year Storm. Darn it, Watsy, do you not understand who Timmy is? Do the Magic Arena designers not understand who Timmy is? How is there no foil 1000-Year Storm? Johnny? Oh, this is, yeah, we've got Ram. This is like a Timmy Johnny crossover. You mean soon to be Spike Dex busted? We broke it. Dex broke. Don't look no further.